Ladies and gentlemen, this is John Stanley Szymanski. I'm with the $1 Advisor, uh, John Stanley LLC. Formerly, I was an advisor for several years, and now I'm taking that expertise out into the field so that I can help you. I want to help you out in the internet world. This information is free of charge for you, just to give you the advantage so you can take the power back. I am about people taking the power back. The utilization of communication, I think, is one of the greatest innovations of our modern world. We can go back to the worldwide communications of Nikolai Tesla in the early 1900s. What did he want to do? He wanted to bring out free, free of charge, power and communication to the people throughout the world. And in some way, we're all simply adding on to that and standing on the shoulders of giants. What I want to bring to you today, I'm going to get cut right to the point, is Sirius Satellite. A lot of people have started to look at it now because it is the number one volume traded stock on the NASDAQ. It has been, I know last year and I think the prior year before, correct me if I'm wrong, the also the largest gaining stock in NASDAQ. I mean, I've followed it since it's been around 10 cents when I started telling people as a speculative purchase to look at it. I saw it shoot right through the place, the right through the price levels of the 50-cent mark, and I had a strong buy on it. If you've been following the former account I had at John Stanley LLC, which is now, I am now at John Szymanski Jr. on Twitter, if you're still following me. Uh, so if you were following along there, you saw the plights that Sirius has made. Now their last earnings report, if you're following and tracking the fundamentals, which in today's sketchy, murky world of investing may or may not be a good indicator. But nonetheless, if you look at their last report, they're gaining subscribers. They are bringing in the revenue. They have a large market cap. Um, so I think they're still a pretty good buy. Now I'm not trumping this up just because I own a couple hundred shares of it. I'd love to see it go on up, but that's why I do or have purchased some shares of it, is because I do think it's going up. So again, this can turn any way. This can turn back into a downtrend at some point if some event beyond our control or understanding happens in the future. As we've seen in the last half decade to decade, there are numerous black swan events, possibly accumulating more as we turn the clock over to set forth a new millennium. But what I really would like to get out there is that some of these stocks that are like Sirius Satellite are some of the small hope we have in the market, because mostly I'm putting my money into cash equivalents. Silver is excellent now. If you were smart enough to get into gold a while back, that was excellent. I think you can. There's still room to get into gold, obviously, because it's still on an uptrend, and I don't think it's anywhere near a bubble at this point. We'll know when it hits a bubble, when the trend switches back in a downward manner. Then that would be the time to move out some of the position. But even if the gold bubble bursts down the road, gold should still hold some type of intrinsic value with it, just like silver. The reason, like a year ago, if you read my article in Enjoy Life magazine, you'll see that I pointed out that silver was an excellent option, because we're looking at silver, and then I think it was still only around under $20 an ounce when I put that article out there, and now it's, the ask was 35, I think, according to Zero Hedge in London. Um, so I still think there's a lot of room, especially for silver, to catch up with gold. Even if you see a bursting in the gold side of things, silver I still think should be going up, because I don't think it's anywhere near the area that the trade where it should be trading at. I just look at its parity with other metals and the uses of it, and say there is a global, if there's a global downturn and there's currency crisis, silver's good. Likewise, if there's a surge in the markets and things get drastically better for some reason, and we have huge GDP output increases, then there should also be an increase of silver. Silver needs both as not just as an investment, but also just for the material itself. And likewise with gold for the computers and other devices, that gold is needed if we did have a rebound. Also, I wouldn't discount things like aluminum, as in my $1 advisor report several months back pointed out Alcoa has done excellent gangbusters on Alcoa. So that I'm still looking for an uptrend in those. Again, any of these things could change at any moment. No one has the crystal ball to the future, but the trends are looking positive in those areas at the current time for both the short, medium, and long. Well, all three short, medium, and long term. So I think we can stay and add to the metals, and also, again, let me caution: keep your cash reserves well up there, and make sure they're diversified with with Canadian, the loonie, the I'm even like the euro now that it's gotten down some. I don't know that it's not necessarily going to go down more, but it's good just to pick up some of those when things are going down. Pick up what they call the dead cat bounce when it bounces back up, because we can make some trades and we can make some money as in the meantime, and we can also hedge and protect ourselves. So the name of the game right now, I think, is a lot of hedging, staying the currencies. And for growth, I think the metals are going to offer some. Look out for things like Sirius. Look out for things with alternative energies as well. We're going to be talking a little bit more about that in the next episode. But I want to try to keep this brief so you can get what you need to know without getting too much. Again, this is John Stanley Szymanski. You can follow me on Twitter, and that's going to be at JohnSzymanskijr. Yeah, funny last name, but if you can find me, maybe I can help you play the market and make some money. We just want to have some fun out there and see what we can do. I thank you all for joining me, and stay tuned to my next podcast. And also check out App Financial. It's a new financial bulletin board that I'm going to be putting up. You can get the link off www.freedomfighterusa.com, or you can go directly to www.atfinancial.com. Look to see you there. Have a great day.